From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on third down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The pickup there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Jones again.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Working out of the gun, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Three yards remain for second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Guys, it's game situation. He's checking. Crank up.
From the 31, Winston. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Mason Crosby, kickoff for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go, Mike 51.
Play fake. Winston. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's got this down to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Saints nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Right there. Damn, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Come on, boy. Wait. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. Crunch. Go. Mike. 3, Timothy. Mike 51.
Play action now. Winston. Now he'll escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kingsley Keke in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Wait. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, check, 59. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Here's Winston. It's brought in left side by Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return comes Cobb. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Elton Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, flag there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Box it. Strip that ball. Mike 5. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 20.
Okay, just like that. Mike 5. I'm not ready. Mike 5. Hey, tight.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Target. Yeah, this. 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Third and long for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jameis now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Check. 59.
On play action, Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Wait. Take me up. Here we go. 3, 15. Mike, check.
Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 59. Mike is 59. Let's get it together, team.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Winston now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers going to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Over. Check 43. 26. Plant. Go get on me. Go on me. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
On first down, Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Saints 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On third down, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And by far, the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.